Adam, once again, we need a cold opener.
Do we? Do we really need a cold opener? Do we really? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And yes, Tim is back on location, his real location.
No, I'm back home. I was on location.
Just receiving this from our intern Cheryl. Yes, what's that? Oh. Newsflash, Florida man who had been previously exiled allowed back into Florida.
Shh. I haven't been. I snuck back in. It wasn't hard.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Tim, we're starting the show off with a new segment.
Yes, we're going to start off with this week's question of the week.
Okay.
So, down in the comment section, answer today's question. Do you think there will be a Money in the Bank cash-in the same night?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I stole it from Wrestle Talk, so why not?
I mean, it's definitely a good question then.
It's actually, I don't know if it was their question of the day, but it was definitely the question on the Wrestle League bonus. So, but it's actually fits, so I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's Money in the Bank. We should be expecting some surprises. It would be great if there's a cash-in.
You mean like last year when Alexa did it?
I mean, yeah.
Because, Vince completely forgot that he did it last year, so he almost guaranteed to do it again this year.
Probably.
And probably with the women's championships as well.
Yes, most likely. At least one of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, before we get on to anything else, we do have to do a quick little sad element of yesterday. Ashley Massaro, former WWE star, has passed away at the age of 39.
Yeah.
Ashley was the 2005 Diva Search winner, and she wrestled for the company until 2009.
Mm-hmm.
She did wrestle for the the Divas Championship, or maybe it was the Women's Championship, because at that time they had the both.
I don't exactly remember when the Divas took over for the Women's Championship.
It was around like 2008, 2009, 2010, if I remember correctly. Somewhere around there. So she could have gone for the old Women's Championship as well against Melina at WrestleMania. She did not win it. She didn't do much in WWE. She was one of the very first counter divas at the time.
Yeah,
they were going for more.
It's weird though, because physically, outside of what she wore, she matched the perfect diva of that era.
Well, yeah. When you think about it, when the 2005 Diva Search was going on, she was not supposed to win that.
No,
she was too different. But she had a personality unlike everyone else in there. And she won over the fans, and she, for the most part, kept her personality on WWE TV somewhat, because at that point she actually had to listen to Vince McMahon. But she did stand out among most of the divas at that time, in different ways. So our hearts and our prayers go out to her family. She leaves behind a daughter that I don't know how old it is.
What did you do?
It's my Zoom thing. It keeps falling over.
Oh, okay.
I stopped setting it back up. But so hopefully our condolences goes out to the family.
Yeah. That's when I saw how old she was, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
According to the official reports, there's no cause of death yet, but the officer who reported to the scene has apparently ruled out foul play, so we just don't know what it was. But she was actually planning to start training, or had started training for a return to wrestling.
Yeah, she had a match in a match in 2017.
Yeah.
So
Well, that was like a one. That was like a one-off.
Right.
She's actually was planning to make a full return, apparently.
yeah, that's
So
that sucks.
she actually according to Wrestling Inc., she actually would have turned 40 on the 26th of this
Yep.
month.
Yeah,
So that's kind of sad.
I'm getting close to that, and I don't like hearing about people dying around my age.
Well, she was in shape. You're not. So
I know.
I think you're good. You're good.
No, that's what
Because-
scares me. Is I'm not in shape. I'm not. I eat terribly. I sleep terribly.
Which means you're gonna outlive all the healthy people who eat healthy and work out constantly because reasons. Because that seems
Because
what
the
happens.
universe has a cruel, cruel sense of humor.
That's what I would do if I was the universe.
Ugh. Damn you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a packed show for you today. We'll be doing our Money in the Bank predictions tonight, and dealing with the 11 matches on the card.
Yep.
And there's rumors of possibly of another one being added.
Wait, a 12th match?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a rumors going around that we might get the Adam. Can you do the glasses things before I say it?
Yeah. You just give me just.
Yep. The Kabuki Warriors of Kairi Sane and Asuka,
Okay.
and the Iconics. There's rumors that might be added.
Okay. I have no problem with that.
So let's get this right off there. The Kabuki Warriors is not a bad name.
No.
It's just not a good name for Kairi Sane and Asuka because it doesn't fit them.
No, because Kabuki is a style of theater.
Yeah.
And neither
Yes,
one of
Asuka
them. I mean, technically, yes, you could say that, Asuka wears a Kabuki mask in a very Kabuki-esque attire to the ring. But Kairi Sane doesn't have anything like that.
The closest you can get to Kabuki is Kairi Sane wearing the Kabuki mask
Yeah.
for her entrance. That's it. And Kairi Sane's a pirate.
Yeah.
This is why Sky Pirates for her and crap, I cannot think of her name at the moment.
Io
In
Shirai.
NXT, Io Shirai worked because her name is I can't remember what something Empress or Queen of the Skies or something like that
Something.
down there. So it fit. So
Look,
yeah.
This is just like the Viking experience, okay?
Well, since we're criticizing WWE, let's go talk about some reports about backstage that's going on.
Well,
Of Triple
dude,
H apparently very frustrated.
what before we even get into the bad news, we got to drop the great news, and that's the fact that the man has found a man. That's right. It is actually official now. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are together. They are now officially the two-man power trip.
Yes. Did you hear how that got confirmed though?
Yes, it was through. Was it Charlotte that was challenging Becky to a match?
Nope. It
Natalia.
was Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix.
Talking that Becky responded to a Becky Lynch tweet, and then something like that, and then Becky responded back bringing up Edge, and then Phoenix returned saying, "Oh, so we're bringing our men in to this," and then she responded, "Sure, let me check with him at Rollins," and then
Yeah.
Rollins eventually confirmed.
Does this make it official?
Reconfirmed it. Yeah. So, and Rollins then confirmed it as well. So, yes, Becky Lynch and the man she stole the man name from,
I know.
Seth Rollins, are together.
That's why they are like, I really want this to be the new power couple. Like,
see,
in storyline, anyway.
If this is Seth showing that he likes it when women take stuff from him, then in the next week or two, we're going to get the announcement that it's not a couple, they're a triplet with what's her name? Crap, I can't. The Dakota Kai.
Okay.
Because Dakota Kai, they did a video game thing, and then she beat Seth. It was like NXT versus the main roster, and then she's like, "I'm now the Beast Slayer" or something like that, and he's like, "You ladies gotta stop taking my names." So we'll get this. We'll get a three-way going on between. Everyone. If that happens, no, Seth Rollins, you're not allowed. You cannot take all the good women.
Oh no, it would be better if, like, every time they give him a new nickname, like, just someone, one of the ladies off the roster comes along and just takes it, and he's just like, okay. I mean, I'm still really awesome in the men's division, so how do I keep doing this?
Nobody really funny is then rumors leak that he's now dating that girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what happened to Becky? It's like, oh, I'm still dating her. I'm dating all the women. Yeah. It's like, what? Are they okay with this? Surprisingly, yes.
It's better. He's like, wait, I have to make some clarification. I'm not dating them. They're dating me.
Yeah.
I don't really have a say in this matter.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. Yeah. Sly grin goes over his face.
All right, let's get back to criticizing WWE because we love to do that here. Triple H is reportedly very frustrated in WWE. We talked about this back a few weeks ago when Triple H actually liked and then a few hours later unliked.
You know that was purely Stephanie going, hey, Hunter, we you know what, Paul, we need to talk about this. And he's like, oh God, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to like that.
No, from what the reports I have here, I'm going to say no, he did that. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he did it on purpose.
Well,
but the
probably.
tweet he originally tweeted, liked was a tweet where a person criticized Vince for about the reason why ratings are so low is not because of talent's absence, but because of him consistently booking unneedlessly and complicated and pointless storylines.
Yes.
So that was the first tweet. Well, he then liked another tweet.
Oh?
I do not have that one here.
Oh, for crying out loud. The weird part is I'm the dude on Twitter most often, and I did not catch any of this.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, another fan wrote. No, that's not it. Oh yeah, maybe this was. I think this was it. Like another one. Yes, it was like this one. I truly believe that if hashtag WWE talent can hang in there until Vince switches to his XFL pipe dream next year, and assuming at Triple H switches to the main roster control, things will actually improve. It's a ways away, but it's a hard reset. Plus, post-Fox deal, growing pains would do wonders. IMO. Triple H liked it, and then a few days later, he unliked it.
Huh.
So, yeah, I don't think he is doing this on accident. No, he's doing this, and he's knowing, and then he goes unlikes it. Basically, as his way of saying, like, to us fans, like, oh, I'm with you. But there's some other news that have come out in the lines of how WWE is going. And this comes from writers in the company, who apparently get paid very well, but is very frustrating at this time. Some of the things that they say have come out is WWE's contract with Fox for SmackDown prohibits Fox from moving the show to FS1, even if the ratings drop.
Wow.
Because there was a rumor that if the ratings went down, they would switch it over to that. Apparently, that's there. Take these things we were saying here with a grain of salt, because you never know, but just reporting what it is. And I'm getting this off of Wrestling Inc. Other things is when Neville walked out of the company, there was a crazy shouting match between Neville and Neville flipped out on Vince, and this was the last time the writers saw him. The writers praised Neville for being super easy to work with.
You mean
it's
Pac?
also Neville for WWE, Pac, who's now on the indie scene, as he goes by on the indie scene. It's also there. Shut up. It's said that ideas never pan out as originally planned because writers come up with stuff, then Vince loses interest in a few weeks or two. They used Mojo Rawley as an example. Writers get paid for the job is good. It's a dream job for a lot of them, but it's getting frustrating. The writers believe Bruce Pritchard is a pleasure to work with, funny guy and a pleasure to work with, but he's not getting through to Vince either. Shane, Stephanie, and Triple H have tried to talk to Vince with no luck. There's another one about Triple H talking to Vince, but he does it in private and rarely. He picks his battles, apparently.
Well, yeah. Do you blame him?
The writers who are listening to podcasts out there, apparently it breaks their heart because they're being blamed for the weak product when it's not them. I think it's very clear. We're very clear. While we're criticized of the booking at times and sometimes the writing staff, we're all very well aware it's Vince. And here's been a nice little possible confirmation of a trend that I know Wrestle Talk likes to point out a lot. It claims the current Sami Zayn promos are not his own, despite recent claims by Sami and others. That's not Sami's promos. That's Vince talking through Sami Zayn.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestle Talk has been talking about that, which is absolutely, we saw right through that because Vince can't help but let his feelings known to us. There's right now about 37 writers who are now working Raw and SmackDown, not separate brands anymore.
Well,
and this took
did
effect
you really think that the brand split was going to last?
Well, the brand split still exists, but up until the Superstar shakeup, they were separate writing teams. Now they're working on both, Raw and SmackDown. And other team has pitched to have Raw and SmackDown look completely different, with different production, different ways of filming things, and other differences. But Vince shot the ideas down. There's a feeling that believes that Road Dogg will end up in AEW, even though he's still with the company and having taken on other backstage roles. But that's the feeling backstage. It's NBC, Universal, and Fox both wanting top stars on their shows, which was recently reported. The writers love it when there was a real brand split, though, which makes sense because you get to focus on your ideas.
Yeah.
When you have 37 people trying to write for something, less people's ideas get used. Not that they were being used anyway.
Right.
The Superstar shakeup changed week to week and didn't pan out how they originally laid out months prior. Not surprised. Everything changed because Vince just decided to change it. The wild card rule was not in the Raw script on the morning of the show it was introduced. This has gotten rounds out there that Andrade allegedly went to Vince's office and asked for a legit push. Vince allegedly looked at him and said, "Learn some English and get back to me." And Andrade has been taking English lessons. Quick follow-up on this. what I've been stuff I've been hearing is that has happened, and Vince does want to push him. This wasn't like one of those things like, you gotta learn English and I'll think about it. No, he apparently really wants to push Andrade, but he feels that the language barrier will hurt him. But talent relations has got him a tutor to help him with his English, which is why he's been doing some English promos lately.
Good.
But which just goes with this, he forgets that managers can get people over, aka Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman.
Exactly.
And Zelina Vega is very good on the mic, so whatever. The Firefly Funhouse storyline is all Bray Wyatt's idea. Wyatt has described it as an absolute genius and is said to help others with their promos. He's one of the best guys in the locker room. The storyline comedy between Usos and the Revival was done because Vince just thinks it's funny.
Of course,
Of course he thinks it's funny.
It's a terrible joke. The Usos have never once been played as pranksters. The New Day have.
Yep.
So it doesn't work well character-wise for anybody. And all it's really doing is just burying the Revival.
Yep. So no word on if this was also because it's punishment, but it probably is. Regarding Triple H, it said that Triple H is the most frustrated person backstage every single night. It said that the most frustrated person backstage, he always takes it, especially the NXT guys under his wing. He looks like he's consoling them and looks so much like he was the most frustrated person in the building every single night. Noted that months earlier, Triple H liked fans' tweets, and we get into that. For that. So this is apparently coming from writers and other sources backstage. And then there's other things that he's talking about that Vince is constantly being pitched to by the writers and is being ignored, and he's ignoring them.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But here's the other thing. I've heard another report that there is people who are saying the reason the problem is because Vince is looking for feedback. He's listening to too many people, and that is what's causing the problem. Knowing what we've seen, I'm going to say it's both.
Yeah.
Vince is saying he wants feedback, but it's not what he wants, and he can't get over the fact of what he wants. But at the same time, he doesn't know what he wants, but he does know what he wants isn't working, and that pisses him off. So he's just still going to do it.
Right. Because, wait, this is a moment when you're basically looking at the leader of a group of people, a team, if you will, who is trying to ask the team any idea to be like, can we just get through this game successfully? And everyone comes up with these ideas that are wacky, they're crazy, they're out there, they might just work, and him going, no, we need to keep doing the exact same thing. And you're like, then why are you even asking anybody for help? Sometimes you have to take the crazy.
Yep. Look at the Attitude Era. That's exactly what he did, and it worked.
Yep. It was weird. It was wild. Not everything worked, but enough did that it just went, this is interesting to watch.
It's basically, sometimes it's like it's a car crash, and you just want to see how it's going to happen.
There were nights where it was terrible. Like, everything went wrong. There were technical errors. There were actual, people screwing up promos absolutely falling flat on the audience. But because The Rock came out near the end of the show and cut a beautiful promo and beat up one person, or Stone Cold came out to lay waste to the main event that night, the show was brilliant. See, those are the ideas that you're just like, oh no, we're not going to have Becky Lynch wrestle for the next month at all until the pay-per-view. What she's going to do is every time her rival is in a match, she's just going to interrupt it.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be. And then the other person, and she won't attack her rival. That's going to be the weird twist. She's going to attack the person that they're trying to wrestle against.
Yeah. So
Those are ideas, people. Come on. I mean, I understand that there's more to the writers than that. It's, they're writing the promo. They're writing the book. Everyone, the road agents, it's road agents, right, that do the in-ring stuff, right?
Producers. Agents, road agents, yeah. It's a kind of a combination of both these days, I think.
But all of creative has to go into this.
Yeah. It's just... it sucks. And the people are thinking, like they're saying, hopefully Vince will split off when XFL starts up. He's not.
No.
He's gonna think that he can't. It's not gonna divide his attention, and he clearly cares about it because he's put so much money into it. He's apparently willing to spend up to $500 million for the first 5 years of the league. So.
Wow. Okay.
Which he should then go and make sure focus on that. But he won't, and it's just gonna suffer. And here's hoping that maybe it'll come down to either before the contracts take over in October or after they take over if the ratings are still bad. Hey, we're going to cancel your show.
Yeah.
If you don't get these ratings up. And the best thing would be for Fox to say, like, you know what, SmackDown, if you don't get those ratings up to what we want them, soon we will pull the deal. You won't have a spot for it to go.
Yeah.
So, and only time will tell.
I know.
I did notice that Raw ratings and I believe SmackDown's ratings were up this week. But
Good.
Here's the thing. Well, no, want them to keep going down.
No,
so Vince will eventually step
I don't
down.
want them to keep going down because the possibility of being canceled actually should be a thing. I want them to. Well, the reason I want the ratings to go up is I want the product to be better. Therefore, the ratings go up.
Yeah, I want the product to get better, but the reason why they went up was because they had no competition from the NBA.
Well, yeah.
And when you look actually how much they went up, it's sad.
Oh, what was it? Like a 50,000?
It went up like 4% or something like that.
4?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was not much. It wasn't compared to what it was like. So with no competition, your ratings went up, which makes sense. It would happen regardless.
Right.
But 4%, that right there just tells you how bad it is. This wild card rules thing is not your savior.
No, it's and as we bitched about it last week, the rules are there's a wild card rule and nobody follows the rules. And we don't understand our own rules, but we're going to make our rules.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I will get, as much as I've been bitching about the ratings not going up that much, unlike WWE and Vince McMahon, who, if it doesn't work immediately within 2 weeks, pull it, I'll give it a shot. If the ratings keep going up by like a percent or two over the next few weeks, then great.
Good.
That's great because it is working, but I don't think it is. I think by the time Money in the Bank is over with, and by the time we get to the next pay-per-view, we're going to get the ratings are going to keep going down. Are going to go back to going down.
Yeah.
Because, more star power on each show is great, but this thing is, that means less talent is being used. I forgot that Zack Ryder and Curtis Hawking were the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're still the Raw Tag Team Champions?
Yeah. I didn't even realize. I was looking at the other day this and like, oh my, I freaking forgot this. I don't forget who champions are, and I literally forgot who they were, that they were the champions. And I haven't seen them on TV.
Dude, I forgot Finn Balor was still the Intercontinental title holder.
No, I wasn't. I knew that.
One day I was just scrolling through Twitter and Finn posted something and it's him and he's got the belt and I was just like, oh, that's an old photo. And then I stopped and I was like, wait, no, that's brand new. That was on the UK tour.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's just one of the, it's just like
Yeah.
they need to fix something. And
Well,
hopefully with what's coming this fall, with the announcement this week of the AEW TV deal with TNT, um, it was announced with no start date. But we're
no
still
start
assuming
date.
it's going to be
Also, I forget
no
what the
time.
term is, but they're basically they're not going to be receiving. Like they kind of had to pay to get on TV,
No, it's not.
and
They are not. They are not getting rights fees. Hold on.
they're not getting advertisement. Like they're not getting a full percentage of the
Significant
advertisement.
rights deal. Yeah, no. So what's going on is no. They're basically no. They are getting advertisement.
Okay.
Basically, what they're doing is they are not getting rights fees, which is what Vince is getting now with Fox and with USA. It took Vince 30 years to get one of those kind of deals.
Oh, where
So
Vince owns everything that was broadcast on during that his broadcast
no,
basically.
well, no, like because up until so many years of doing Raw and everything, they didn't get money up front. Like they
Right.
didn't get money towards it to advertise it. They signed a deal where USA would air it, give them money for costs of the show. That's it.
Wow.
And but they for that, but they would also they split money on advertisement. So basically, this is what AEW is going to get. But this is what the sports get,
Yeah.
and they're going with a more sports orientation. This makes sense.
Well, I mean, also look at who the owner is,
Yep.
and the fact that he also owns the Jaguars.
Yep.
So he's
So-
looking at it and he's like, no, this is a sports team. I'm going to sign everybody as if it's a sports team. I'm going to treat the wrestlers
Yeah.
as if they are players on the football field, which means that I take care as owner. My responsibility is to take care of the people performing for me.
Yes. So there's no time frame, length of show announced yet. Though JR did say it's gonna be 2 hours, so that will come in time. Interesting enough, there was no name for the show.
No, well, I mean, other than the rumored Tuesday Night Dynamite.
Rumored, but in the announcement there was no official name of the show.
No.
It did say use the words it will broadcast its matches.
Yes.
AEW matches. So I would be surprised if they actually don't go with a name. Because you don't do in sports, oh, this is Monday Pacers show.
Okay. I mean,
It's the NBA.
You get Monday Night
NBA,
Football.
Pacers versus the Kings. NBA, the Colts or the whatever. I can running out of sports names.
No, I mean,
But-
I think of it more like it's Monday Night Football. You know, that
Yeah.
night will be a different match.
Yeah, because it's basketball, NBA, NFL. That's what people look for. So using AEW, and Tuesday night, Wednesday night matches or something like
Yeah.
bouts or whatever they're gonna go with would work better. Also because I hate the goddamn name Dynamite.
It's Tuesday Night Dynamite.
Also, that's the other thing we don't know. We do not know the night it will air on. If they
No.
go with Tuesdays, it will be preempted during the basketball season because of the NBA contract with TNT. So it probably won't be that day unless they decide to switch. They can convince the NBA to switch nights they air that on.
No,
Because
It
ESPN
could be-
has.
you could do during, say, playoff season, because the NBA have a dedicated Tuesday night game?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, they have the contract is they cover the game
well,
or games for Tuesdays.
yeah.
ESPN does Wednesday night games.
Oh, okay.
Um, so it's gonna be one of those things. But maybe they can switch with if they get ESPN to say, hey, you get Tuesday nights, we'll take Wednesday nights. It could.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I mean,
But
they
until they
also have
officially
TBS.
But it's official. It's on TNT. Or over in England, they like to call it TNT Drama.
No, it's not in the UK. It's going to be on ITV.
Well, no, that's how they were referring to it.
Oh, because TNT has been telling everyone that TNT, they know drama. Like, that's
Yeah.
been their catchphrase for like a decade now. And now they're
Oh, I
like,
know.
TNT, yeah, we still know drama because, shit, we're going to stir the pot with AEW. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's one of those things, but people were referring to drama, but it's like, no, it's just TNT.
Yeah.
Because when they Wrestle Talk was talking about that, they call it TNT Drama. I went to the announcement, and I was like, it's TNT. I'm like, why are they calling it?
I have no
But
idea.
yes. So that's interesting. It'll be great to see how that comes about going forward. But it is official. We now know it is there. But here's another thing there. They're looking to make this a global brand using the Warner Network, global network, or I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Something like that, where they'll do more stuff. But they're basically entering into a partnership with them, like in a big way. So,
Well,
and this week, Tony Khan was asked by some fans if AEW would be willing to do England-based pay-per-views,
yes, do it.
and he said it's a very real possibility. I don't think he didn't rule it out, but he's like right now we have a bunch of shows where it's not that the primarily idea, but he doesn't see why they wouldn't at some point.
Yeah.
Where Vince is like, we gotta do pay-per-views in the United States because time difference.
See, I mean, we still have a 3-hour difference between the East Coast and the West Coast. And you primarily run Raw East Coast centric time. So that means that if you want that on at 9 p.m., or now what, 8?
Yeah.
8 p.m., that's 5 p.m. on the West Coast.
Yep.
I'm like, Ed, I don't know about you, but I'm not getting directly out of work and going to a pay-per-view. I'm going to eat some dinner first.
As they put it, if they did that, it'd be 3 in the afternoon Eastern time and noon on the West Coast. If they did a pay-per-view in England.
Oh, live.
If they were doing it, they started at 8 o'clock in England.
That's when you put it on tape delay for the U.S. I'm sorry, woo. Or you do it live and then you replay it.
Yeah, because when WWE did their takeover in England, Blackpool, the show was at 3 o'clock in the States.
Yep.
So
you're going to get a lot of people watching from the UK live. It's the U.S. that'll be catching up afterwards.
Either they'll watch it live as well, or they'll just do it on a replay. But you can do it. It's not. We're in the age of technology. It's not. You don't have to do things like that.
Yeah.
Come on, you stupid mouse.
Oh, we've got 2 more new signings for AEW as well. They're referees. And we have, from Bar Wrestling, we have Rick Knox, which the dude's story is just, it's awesome. He does it as a part-time gig. He has a normal full-time job. He's been doing it for like 12 years. So I'm like, congratulations, Rick. And they also have signed Earl Hebner. So hide the merch. Pro Wrestling Tees got to watch out because it has been rumored that that Earl may or may not be bootlegging CM Punk t-shirts out of his trunk right now. Cannot confirm these. Right before the show, he's opening up the trunk and he's like, I have, for the returning CM Punk, bootleg CM Punk shirts. Due to a printing error, it says CM Trunk, but whatever. Just, it's cool. Keep going.
It is interesting that he was hired, which makes sense. It'll be interesting how much he actually is used as a referee. I think he'll be used primarily to train the referees, and he will be used in big match situations. But I don't see him refereeing week to week once their TV show starts.
No. One person I would like for them to pick up, though, is Brian Hebner.
It'd be interesting to see that and get picked up.
Yeah.
But yes, that's definitely a good thing. Congratulations, AEW, on that, and good luck on the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which, according to Matt Jackson and his brother, who were asked at the when the announcement was made, there's more signings that they can't talk about yet.
Yes, that's true.
And we have a big show coming up in Las Vegas that you just never know who might show up or what might happen.
Because they haven't even fully announced who's in the over-the-budget Battle Royale either.
Yeah. So, Dean Ambrose confirmed for AEW.
John Moxley.
CM Punk's confirmed for AEW.
Yes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. No.
Edge confirmed.
Yeah. Roman Reigns confirmed to AEW.
Christian confirmed. But what was I going to quickly say? The Super Best Friends, who had been added to the Battle Royale, are now being given their own a tag team match on the card.
Yes, I saw that.
This is a pretty heavy card. I'm like, I don't think about it this way: the fact that they're getting a actual match on the card instead of being in the Battle Royale shows that Matt and Nick are really dedicated to making this a tag team heavy promotion.
Yep, which is good because you gotta have you have to have tag team matches if you want to push your tag team division.
Exactly.
More than one. So we're definitely interested to see how they use their product, how they use the internet, social media, YouTube, once the TV show goes there, because I think when you have you announce your matches for your card for the next week, you can use Twitter, you can use YouTube, you can use Being the Elite, all these different things as a way to hype up, because you can't always get your talent on TV.
Exactly.
Using them that way.
I mean,
and you don't need them on your TV every single week, because when they're not there, when they come back up, it's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen them for a few weeks. Oh, there they are. It works. Triple H does it all the time in NXT.
Yeah. Or here's another thing: they use the style that they've been using on the channel the video series Road to Double or Nothing. Keep those going. But, when Double or Nothing happens, after that, the next and the new episode is Road to Fyter Fest.
Yeah.
And it's back behind the scenes. It's, the nitty and the gritty of it. While Being the Elite should be really where you're allowed to have once a week on Monday where you show off the excess talent. You cut excess promos there. You're just like, all right, we're going to continue this thing going on.
Yeah, well, it'll be fun to see what they do with that once they go forward.
I know. Oh, and
all right, ladies and gentlemen.
They announced that they're going sans script for the entire promos. So they're not scripted promos. It's going to be awesome.
Makes sense.
Sid Justice is going to ask for a do-over.
I hope that they will have someone in there who can write a script for people who aren't good with promos just yet, so they can learn. But I'm okay with the sink or swim dynamic, because it will be better. But there are just people in there who, no matter how much you put them out there, they will not do well without a script. And so trying to find that dynamic where you can help those out and the people out, I think they should accommodate. But overall, it's good to hear that they're not going to be like overly scripted programming.
Yeah, no,
like
it looks like it looks like they're going with the. I mean, it's kind of the method that they've been using with Being the Elite, where they're like, all right, it's kind of ad lib, but here's the points we're gonna hit.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, let's move on to predictions. Adam is defending his predictions championship, though. Well, he may be the champ,
but you physically have the belt because, quite honestly, I don't feel like trying to trespass into Florida to pick it up. Okay.
And also, well, since ownership is 9/10 of the law, technically, I'm still champ.
Yeah. You know, one of these days, I'm gonna order a custom belt.
Well, if you order a custom belt before you go see Avengers Endgame, you have your priorities wrong.
Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of money. That's why I said one day, someday, maybe, Adam Cole,
and then I'll steal it. You'll pay for it. You'll have it customized, and then somehow all of a sudden it'll never show up. And then one day I'll be like, "The champ is here," and you're like, "Wait, how did you get that?"
It was on the wall.
I didn't tell you about that.
It was up on the. It's not on the wall anymore.
Like, how'd you get that? It's like magic.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 11 matches, 2 pre-show matches, and then
what's the second pre-show
matches.
match?
At least this is not WrestleMania level. According to right now, the 2 pre-show matches are Tony Nese defending the Cruiserweight Championship against Daivari.
Okay.
The new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, versus the Usos. Apparently, the belts are not on the line.
No, I noticed that, and I was like, okay, just random tag match on, okay.
So, which is interesting. All right, so let's dive right into it. Let's start with the Tony Nese and Daivari.
Because you know that actually that will be the official kickoff match. We know it. It's how WWE works.
Yep. So, what are you going with?
Tony Nese, because Daivari doesn't have a big enough name to even be able to spit near the belt, okay?
Yeah, I agree. And also, Tony Nese just won the belt. I don't see them having him drop the belt just yet.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the next matchup, Daniel Bryan and Rowan against the Usos.
You mean Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus Jimmy and Jay Uso? Daniel
Bryan and Rowan.
He has a first name. Usos. I hate this. God, I hate this random name change and dropping people. What's next? We're gonna get just AJ instead of AJ Styles. Just AJ. Samoa Joe is just gonna become Samoa.
No. Okay, so who's your pick?
Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. I gotta put that one on them. They just won the belts. They still need to seem strong, and quite honestly, Daniel Bryan has always worked well with a big man in tag team action.
Yeah, also I agree, because I think what they're going to do, they could use is this could be a way for the Revival to come out and get some payback on the Usos by costing the match. So I think that will be there.
That would be a pretty cool thing. A run out and interrupt them in the end of the match, giving, Bryan and Rowan the DQ win.
Or just they interfere, distracting the Usos and allowing it. Only time will tell. But so for the first 2 matches, we agree.
Well, good.
So,
because it's a WWE product. It's pretty easy to figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna go from the bottom up according to Wikipedia. So the next match that we have here is Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. Who do you pick?
Samoa Joe. I don't really think that Rey Mysterio is healed up enough to be able to take on the workhorse title that the U.S. title should be.
Yep. So we're agreeing there. I think we're gonna pretty much is gonna be an agreeable pay-per-view.
Other than probably the Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah. Pretty much, you're basically could be set to retain. You're basically gonna retain only because we agree on all the matches.
Right. And that doesn't feel like a good way. Don't worry, Dominion is coming up. We'll be able to do those matches.
What are you talking about? We have next week to.
And we have Double or Nothing next week, where we're walking in blind. We don't have a built-in story, creative cog machine.
Oh, so by the way, just so you know, the next 3 weeks there's predictions.
I know, it's glorious. Glorious.
Yeah, because after that we have Takeover.
Yes, we do.
Predict.
Takeover 25.
So, yes, it is. All right, so the next matchup I have on here is Kofi Kingston defending the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. Who do you pick?
This one actually is kind of tough. Now that I think about it, this might be one that we disagree on.
We might, because I've already picked mine. It's Kofi
Okay,
Kingston.
I really want to say that Kofi is going to retain, but at the same time, I know that Vince McMahon is Vince McMahon, and I have a feeling that he may have KO take the belt off from Kofi, forcing Kofi to try to get it back in the next pay-per-view.
Just remember this, though. Just remember this. We still have a money in the Bank men's match.
So
depending
that
on
happens.
when this falls in the card, it could be Kofi wins, but then loses to a cash-in.
I always consider that a new match.
Oh, so do I. That's
Okay.
what I mean. That's what I mean. By so Kofi could win here.
Oh, and then still not
lose.
have the belt by the end of the night.
Yes. So we don't know. So it really depends on there. The rumor going around is that whoever wins the men's Money in the Bank match is going to be coming out of it looking like a star because of the botch of the last 2 years.
Yes.
So time will. So having him win right away or having him save it would be interesting. But so who do you pick? Come on.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Kofi Kingston on this one. I really do feel like he's going to win this match.
Okay, so once again, we agree.
God, all right. I mean, the swerve would be having KO come out of this with the belt. Like, that would just be a total swerve. But then, like, I don't know, Kofi immediately gets a rematch for some reason. Or you force Kofi to work his way back up to have the match at SummerSlam. Kofi wins at SummerSlam.
Just remember this, though. KO could win this match, but not win the championship.
That's true.
So, this is not like it's a must win. You win the match, you win the belt.
That's true.
So even though we've been told by WWE, even in a match that you have to have a winner, can still end in a no contest if Brock Lesnar decides to interfere in it.
I don't understand it. I remember that, and that really the apt description of, wow, it felt like I was watching Monday Night Raw from the early 2000s. It's like, yeah, it went off the air and nothing happened.
Yeah. The next matchup is the steel cage match: The Miz versus Shane McMahon. Oh, my bad. Hold on. The Miz versus the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
Oh, okay. I know somebody who would probably disagree with him. Actually, there's probably 2, 3, probably. You know, Kenny Omega would be one of them who'd just be like, seriously? Best in the world? Sit down, old man. CM Punk would be like,
you
no,
only-
seriously, I am the best in the world. And then there's Jericho who would just be like, I'm the best there is at what I do.
you can only think of 3 people who would have a problem with that. I could think of a lot more.
Well, I mean, there's probably, Wolverine would show up. And he's like, you know what, bub? Stop stealing my shtick. I am the best there is at what I do.
All right, so who do you pick?
I'm taking Shane.
You're taking Shane?
I'm taking Shane.
Finally. We disagree.
Okay, the reason I'm taking Shane is because through some underhanded trick or whatever, he's going to escape it's going to be like when who was it that Braun had? KO. Was it Kevin Owens? Where he threw him off the top of the cage,
Yeah.
allowing KO to win the match. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of have a feeling that something like that's going to happen, where Shane is going to win it because the Miz did something so big.
It could. The rumor is that the next matchup is it's gonna be the feud ender for them because
Okay.
he's gonna be focusing on his feud with Roman Reigns and Elias. So I'm gonna go with the Miz because in a steel cage, Miz can get his win. It won't hurt Shane
Yep.
really that much, and then he can continue on with his feud with teaming with Elias against Roman Reigns. So, all right. Speaking of Roman Reigns,
The big dog.
Roman Reigns versus Elias. I'm just gonna
Roman versus Elias?
Yep.
Dude, you know how badly I want to say Elias? I really would like to see Elias be able to just get a win over him.
It's okay. I already put us both down for Roman Reigns.
I know. And it's... See, for me, if they're going to truly live up to this 50-50 booking, Elias would be getting a win over Roman. Instead, they do this 50-50 booking for everyone, and then they do the John Cena booking, the Hulk Hogan booking, for Roman Reigns. And you're like, it doesn't work that way. You either have to do the 50-50 for everyone,
Yeah.
or you book the way you used to, where you did, like, have the Hulk Hogan, the John Cena, and everyone else just kind of worked their way through a ladder. If they were supposed to be on a win streak, they won. Otherwise, whatever.
More than likely, this matchup will be 90% rest holds and a comeback, Superman punch, spear, end.
Which is really sad because Elias can move in the ring. He can do everything.
Yeah, he can. So,
I
only
kind
time
of
will
feel that
tell.
we're looking at, 2005 John Cena all over again, where we're like,
Oh, I know.
wow, he had 4 moves.
Yep. All right, the next matchup we have is Becky Lynch, Becky Two Belts, defending her SmackDown Championship against Charlotte Flair. Who do you pick?
I want to say Charlotte. I want to say Charlotte.
You want to?
I
What
do.
Are you? Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm going to say Becky
I don't think they're gonna put it on her.
because I don't
Becky
think
on
I
Charlotte.
don't think that this match has been hyped enough to really warrant a single belt change.
I don't think they're gonna put it back on Charlotte just because. Let's look at it. We've had her. She's already held the belt twice now. Yes, it was a quick win. We don't want to see the belt back on her. It would actually hurt her more than actually, and potentially a possible cash in. This could be if they want to get the belt off, put it on someone new.
Also, Becky is hot with the fans right now.
Yeah.
Like, just had the major announcement of her and Seth being official. Okay.
Yep.
And in that case, you want her to keep being hot. You keep that belt on her for right now.
Here's the thing: when it comes to the Becky Two Belts, while you definitely want each brand to have their own belt and own champion, now it's not that you just made a big deal make a winners takes all match at your WrestleMania.
Yes.
And in your first pay-per-view back, you're going to take the belt off them, even if it's only been a little while. No.
Nope.
Give it some time. You don't have to do like a 6 months run with her with Becky as Becky Two Belts, but you need more than a month, more
Yes.
than 2 months.
And the way it should work is that you have somebody from SmackDown or Raw who comes across as being a serious contender. And I'm no offense to Charlotte, but she doesn't, the way that she's been promoted lately, she does not come across as being a serious contender to Becky Two Belts, because Becky Two Belts just beat her at WrestleMania.
Nope, she didn't beat her. She beat Ronda Rousey.
Doesn't matter.
Which is the reason why we're having the match, because she didn't get beat.
Okay, then in that case, to keep Becky hot, have her actually beat Charlotte here.
Yeah.
So then she can go, no, I actually beat both people who held these belts. Like Jericho saying that he beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night.
Yes.
Even though both of them were quick roll-ups or and sneaky finishes.
All right, so let's move on. We'll do, since she's at the top of the list, but we'll do it in this one with this one as well. Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans.
Becky Lynch.
Raw Championships. Yep, that's what I figured. And actually, I heard someone, I think it was Wrestle Talk, they actually said in their predictions, they actually had a good idea of how to make that match seem more legit. Is you put Becky and Charlotte on first.
Yes.
So when she goes into against Lacey, it seems Becky still has to recover from her last match, and then Lacey will go over better.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would actually that would work. That's a good idea.
Okay. So we'll move on to we'll do all the individual matches, and then we'll get to the men's and women's Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Okay, so the last singles match we have here is for the Universal Championship. Seth Rollins defending against AJ Styles.
This, I truly, with both men involved, I truly hope is the barn burner of a match that it can be.
Yeah.
That being said, I really do also hope that it goes for 25 minutes at least.
Yeah.
That being said, though, Seth Rollins is retaining the championship.
Yes. Because there have been talks of a AJ heel turn, and that we'll get the at the end of the match, like we got the Nakamura one, and then they'll milk this match up for like 6 months.
I just hope that they don't do what they did last time, which was have 18 matches in a 6-month period.
Yeah, and then each one ends up on a crooked finish or something like that, just to keep pushing off. No, we don't need that.
No, what we need is about 3 matches spread out over a 6-month period.
I'm okay with like 4 to 5 over a 6-month period, but build to them.
Yeah.
Like, have like 2 matches, 3 matches, or something like that. Then take a month off, have another matchup, or 2 months off. Title change, rematch, or something like that. That way, it's like we have some break, and actually show someone having to earn the spot back, or something. Who knows? All right.
I would do it. It's they would build to SummerSlam, and you'd have like one other match, pay-per-view match. Other than that, you could have a tag team match on Monday Night Raw, where they have to either work together, and then the next week they're on opposite corners, and it's weird.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Again, we have a potential cash-in at this point. So who knows? All depends on when these Money in the Bank matches are picked, which leads us to the Money in the Banks. Okay, so Adam, which one should we go for? Men's or women's first?
Let's let the ladies go first.
Men's it is.
Okay.
Okay, so we now have a replacement for the men's with Sami Zayn taking Braun Strowman's spot.
Okay.
So the participants in this one are Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, and Baron Corbin from Raw, and Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, CM Almas, and Randy Orton for SmackDown.
Okay, so it's an 8-person. Ooh, there's 8 people involved.
Now here's the thing.
Is it normally 8 people in Money in the Bank?
There have been 12 people in each match.
That just feels too crowded with ladders.
They've had like almost 20. It feels like they've made them really crowded at different times.
Okay.
So have you heard the rumor main event for Seth Rollins, for Extreme Rules?
Seth versus Ricochet?
No.
Oh, damn.
Seth versus the Vortex of Baron Corbin's mid-card of Evil.
Oh, really? Is it actually Baron Corbin or is it Drew McIntyre?
No, it's the Baron Corbin is being advertised in that area. Again, card subject to change. Here's my hoping. They want to do this, and their advertising is getting out so they can see if people how they respond, and we just all go like no, and they change it. But the rumors backstage have been that they've been building Baron up so he could be a contender in the title picture.
No, Baron Corbin is a character that has been so ruined.
Yep.
Like, the worst part is, he's actually being redeemed right now by being the master of the mid-card of doom.
Evil.
Sorry, mid-card of... I do like the mid... They are the mid-card of evil. I know, it's mid-card of doom. Because really, who names themselves evil? Unless they're a villain in a comic book. Never mind, I understand where Vince wants this to go. They are comic book villains. Which is really weird because...
And by the way, this is Wrestle Talk's term, by the way. It's not an official name of the stable.
I know, but it's clearly, like, taken over.
No, I know. So, okay. Hopefully they'll change it. That's July, so we still have some time.
Okay, good.
But I bring it up because Baron Corbin is in this match. Just saying.
He's not winning. He's not winning.
I'd hope not. All right, so do you know who the two favorites are in the betting pool?
Probably like I don't know, Ricochet and Sami Zayn.
Wrong.
Drew
McIntyre and Andrade Cien Almas are the two favorites.
I have seen the rumors that Andrade is a favorite, both a fan favorite and a backstage favorite.
Yeah, I'm okay with Andrade not winning it because it looks like he's going to be continuing his feud with Finn Balor, and I would love to see Andrade take win the Intercontinental Championship. I
would like to see him through this. I'm not saying immediately he's picking up the Intercontinental belt. I would like to see at the end of this feud that he takes it off from Finn.
Yeah.
And it's not meant to be an escalating feud. It's just one of those that, like, at one point he does take it, and Finn's like, good luck. Good luck. Have fun.
That's not going to happen.
I know, but...
But that would be kind of cool because one of the things Finn wants to do right now, he's kind of taken WWE's stealing from New Japan and stealing Naito's dream of being the first to hold the Intercontinental and the IWGP Heavyweight Championships at the same time. So Finn Balor said he likes the idea of Finn 2 belts. So I think that would be kind of fun to have Andrade win the briefcase, take the Intercontinental Championship off of Finn, because what they normally do is you have the Money in the Bank briefcase winner lose consistently for months, and then they win the cash in, and then no one cares because they've just been losing this entire time. Well, since they want to make the winner a star, he wins the Intercontinental Championship, he has the briefcase, and then he uses that to cash in and win the WWE Championship. Like months, we're talking about close to like January, he wins the WWE Championship. And then we have Finn Balor, who's like, okay, well, you did what I want to do. Now I'm coming for both of them.
That would be pretty cool.
At WrestleMania, we get a Finn Balor Andrade Intercontinental Championship, WWE Championship on the line.
Yeah.
Boom. And now, because I said that, it will not happen.
Nope, it won't happen at all.
All right, so who are you gonna pick?
Dude, I'm looking it over. It looks like Ricochet and Finn Balor are going to have. They're going to have clearly an amazing moment in the ring.
Oh yeah. Oh, Andrade will have a good moment too
Oh,
because he's actually
I do.
really good.
I would like to see him have that moment with probably Randy Orton.
Oh no. You know what I'm looking forward to, and I hope we get this moment.
Yeah.
I want to see two spots. These are two spots, and they involve the same person
Oh, okay.
to do them, and it's not a single one of the people who's in this match.
What?
Zelina Vega. Okay. I want to see her do a jump off the top of the ladder to take out someone.
Like a crossbody off the ladder?
A crossbody, almost like a dive into a Hurricanrana or something like that. And I also want to see her do her Hurricanrana face slam that she does, but not into the mat, into a ladder or a chair.
Ooh.
To help Andrade.
Ooh, that would be.
Regardless if he wins,
I
want to see that.
I have it. Okay, so you remember how like last year, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match was won by a man?
Yep.
Zelina Vega gets the briefcase down and hands it to Andrade.
I'd be okay with that.
And immediately, you then have to have fans that 1 year ago said, people would still complain if 2 years ago. Okay, people would complain if a woman did this and be like, no, I'll be that hypocrite right away and go, no, game's fair. 2 years ago, you had a man win it. Now, 2 years later, a woman wins the men's Money in the Bank match.
You know why I'm okay with this? Because if a woman did this, they did this with a woman because of it's not the first men's Money in the Bank.
Nope.
We've had a number of them. If they did the men thing after multiple Money in the Bank, would I be happy with it? Not necessarily, but at the same time, it wouldn't be the first one.
Right. It's more because that was the very first one.
Yeah, and that's the main reason why it didn't go over well. All right, so Adam, here's what we're gonna do. We still gotta make our picks. So I want you to pick your winner, and then we're gonna pick two more.
Okay.
The one that goes down for the betting odds.
Yeah.
Like our official pick will be the first one, but we'll have two other ones. If they win, it still will count.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So okay. I already have mine.
So my official pick is Andrade.
Yep. I hate you because that's the same one as mine.
I mean, that's my official pick.
Yeah, same here. Okay, so.
And then we get two more?
Yes.
Okay.
My other one is going to be, one of my other ones is going to be, for the shock value,
yeah,
I'm going with Mustafa Ali.
Okay. I like it.
What's your next one?
Yeah. So my shock one is Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I can see that.
Like, that's purely going to be oh my God, Sami Zayn won it. I mean, Ali will be, holy crap, Ali won it. Yeah, clapping, standing up. But like, Sami Zayn will be like seeing Christian and Edge win the tag team titles for the first time, where you're like, so that happened. Okay, all right, where are we going with this?
All right, and my final one, because I just had to cover my bases because I just can't bear not to have this. I just have to cover my bases here.
Okay.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, all right.
You thought I was going to go with Baron Corbin, didn't you?
No, actually, no. Why would you do that? That's mean.
Because if I said that, then it would happen.
Well, yeah, probably.
See, what I want, like with the whole Finn and Andrade double championship thing, that won't happen because I said it. But if I said I'm picking Baron Corbin to cover my bases, Vince, in listening to the microphone, was like, he wants it.
We need to do it.
He wants it.
It's going to happen.
I'm going to cover my fucking bases. Drew McIntyre, I actually want to win. I want to win it as well. I just have other people I think are better, helps better.
Like,
who's your final?
I have mine really is I would like to see Ricochet win this.
I he's one I wanted to do, but I just could not. I
Like
just don't think so.
that's a purely that's what my heart wants.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
me
same
going.
here.
Thank you, fan service. All right. But my groaner. I mean, like we all understand if Baron Corbin won, people would boo. Like we just know that would happen. But
Let's put it
there's
this
one.
way: if Randy Orton or Baron Corbin win, no one's gonna be happy. I'll take Randy Orton over
So
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin would draw boos from the crowd. It's meant to draw heat. Randy Orton winning would draw lukewarm nothingness. It'd just be like, oh, so
Okay.
nearly Randy Orton in the twilight of his career is.
Yeah.
This is what we're going with Randy Orton again. Okay.
And tying CM Punk's record for 2 Money in the Bank wins.
I don't care at that point. Like for me, it's the fact that Randy's. Well, I'm sorry. Randy's old for the industry
I
now,
know.
which is weird
Well-
because I'm willing to bet there's Randy is not. He's last decade. He was hot in 2008, 2009 when he was really young. The problem is he's what? He's in his late 30s, maybe early 40s.
He's 39.
39. He's 30. He's the
just
same
turned
age as
39.
me. Okay.
Yep. You're older than him.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older than him, but I understand. We can at this age, we can still go. Like I got it, and I'm smarter than I used to be, you know. But the problem is,
Sure about that?
well, shut up. I'm willing to bet I could outthink my 20-year-old self. Okay.
Well, I never met your 20-year-old self, so I can't comment on that one.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I'm saying. But Randy's not in a position where this would feel like we're pushing the industry forward at all. It would just be like, oh, they rolled Hulk Hogan out again. It's just like, yeah, Randy,
Yep.
you're a legend now. You're one of the old guys.
Yep. All right, so that's our picks for the men's Money in the Bank. Like I've said before, we have our official picks of Andrade, but then we have 2 other ones that, if one of them wins, it will still count.
Yes.
Which will actually, I'm kind of hoping that one of our other picks will win,
That would
just
be
because
cool.
it'll give us one more matchup potential of adding a victory to us, one of us.
Very true.
All right, so we're going to close off with the women's Money in the Bank matchup, where we have a new fill-in because Alexa Bliss was taken out due to an injury, as we mentioned before, and was replaced by Nikki Cross. So before we go here, I would love to see Nikki Cross win this for a reason. Because she started the whole friendship angle with Alexa Bliss on Raw. See Alexa come out with it. She holds it. We only see her holding it. So it's like Nikki gave it to her. But Nikki actually never gave it to her. And then when she goes to cash it in, Nikki actually betrays Alexa, saying, "Oh no, I was never your friend. I was just using you." Shut up, Alexa.
It happens every time we talk about Lexi.
I know. So that would be, I would love to see that. But I don't think they're going to do that because I think they're just going to repeat the whole, oh, Alexa is brainwashing another star to be her friend, to use her.
Yeah, no.
Shut up.
Personally, I don't know.
All right.
I kind of like the
So-
idea that Nikki is filling in for Alexa Bliss on this one. I don't.
So,
Just turn her off, dude. Every
I think I'm
show.
going to have to. I'm going to have to because that's just annoying now.
All right. Anyway,
All right, so the contestants of the match are Natalya, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella and Nikki Cross.
All right.
So again, we'll pick our main pick, and then we'll get 2 other picks.
Okay.
All right. So, who do you pick first?
My main pick, this is probably exactly what's going to happen. Mandy Rose.
Yeah, I was thinking that too because she's blonde, and too many blonde women are apparently going to lose on this card. And I could also see some shenanigans with Sonya Deville.
Mm-hmm.
So let me put that in there. All right, I'm going with Bayley.
Bayley, okay.
Because I'm hoping for the scenario that I heard, and I've actually been hearing around, and I would love to see them do, is Bayley wins the women's Money in the Bank. She not necessarily cashes it in the same night, but I'd be okay with it if she did. But she cashes it in on a fatigued Becky, and turns heel, but not just a heel, uber heel. Like Becky, let me paint you the picture. Either it's for Money in the Bank or at Extreme Rules or Stomping Grounds. Becky had to defend her belt both belts, so we wrestled twice.
Mm-hmm.
She's holding it, she's celebrating, and out comes Bayley. Not to cash in. It's like she's just coming out. She just gets in the ring and holds up the briefcase to tease her. And we get this thing, and then when she comes out, she's teasing her. Becky goes to leave, Bayley goes to leave, Becky turns around and cracks Becky with the briefcase, beats her up, 3 or 4 Bayley the bellies, and then cashes in, pins her, and takes the belt, and she is an uber heel.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't see them ever doing that with Bayley, though. I apologize. It's just not going to happen, dude.
Either do I, but I mean, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. But...
So I'm doing what I know I should not do when it comes to predictions. But since I have 2 other picks here, I'm willing to take my dream pick. Because when I do what I think they should do and would make really cool sense, in a really interesting moment in history, they don't ever do it. So, but if they want to push Bayley as a singles competitor again, this is how you do it. At least give her the win. Giving her the Money in the Bank would help that. All right, so who's your next pick?
My second pick actually is Bayley.
Okay. So
she's my backup.
She's your backup, which is ironic because your first pick is my backup because I have to cover my bases on that one. Because, again, blondes are losing on this card, and it doesn't make sense for Vince is not going to want to do that.
Nope.
He's got to have at least one blonde win. All right, who's your last pick?
My covering the bases pick?
Yep.
Oh, Carmella. I'm sorry, but for some strange reason, it's been 2 years, and Carmella is still being booked just barely strong enough to always be in contention for something.
Oh, I know. It's sad. I'm not going to deal with Carmella, even though she is blonde. I'm pretty sure that the ship has sailed on Carmella for the WWE. She may get title matches, but I don't think they're going to put the belt on her. Not in the next few years. Mandy Rose has a better chance. I'm going to go with... None of them on here are really worthy. I'm going to go with Ember Moon.
Really?
Maybe they'll actually do something with her.
I mean...
For a change.
Ember's a really cool person outside of the ring, but she is so badly used in that ring right now that if she did win, I would cheer that.
I feel bad for Ember because she was destined to be the person to end Asuka's streak, and they due to the streak being going on for so long and so strong, even after so many years, they decided to hold on to it. So she got screwed out of that. Then when she wins the women's championship, she loses it. She has a not decent reign. Let's see, November, like December, January, February, March, about 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
Reign. But she really didn't do anything in that, and she lost to newcomer Shayna Baszler. And then she got called up to the main. Then she got called up to the main roster and was not used.
I mean, and then we see what's been going on the main roster.
Yeah. So it's just like I feel. I mean, she got her payoff in the NXT at least, but she just kind of came in at a wrong. She's been hitting at the wrong time every single time.
Oh yeah.
And so I feel bad for her. So hopefully maybe this will actually them do something with her, but I doubt it. But I wanted to throw in there because just for that surprise win, she's the perfect person.
She would be my surprise.
Nikki Cross would be a surprise.
Yes, it would be.
But I don't think so. But I think Ember Moon is far more of a surprise.
I mean,
she's more of a surprise than Dana Brooke, which is saying something. Yeah.
Dana Brooke doesn't come across. I'm like, oh, cool. Dana Brooke, Natalya, and Naomi are in here. So they're not going to win. Like, I'm sorry. We know I don't know what it is about booking Natalya. I don't know if it's now at this point an unconscious screwing over of anyone that's related to the Hearts. And they're just like, sorry. I mean, you get paid really well, Natalya, but you're never going to win.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not going to happen.
So, Adam, I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
And these are going to be worth extra points. This will be a way that if we have a tie, we could possibly have a winner.
Okay.
Will there be a Money in the Bank cash in?
No.
Adam says no. These, by the way, do not hurt you. They only help you.
Oh, okay.
So, just so you're aware. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
This is there just like if you get it right, it's an extra credit. It actually makes you a win for you. If you get it wrong, it doesn't hurt you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And that's why when we have some of these these predictable ones, we can potentially have a win. Okay. All right. Now the next one is you answer no, but here's the thing: if there is a cash in, who will be cashing in, the men's or the women's?
The men's. Yeah, I actually see it being the men's, especially if it's like someone like Baron Corbin or Randy Orton.
I don't think they're going to be doing the women's again. I think if we're going to get a cash in, it will be a men's. I agree. So, all right. So we have our predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know down in the comments section your predictions for this card. This very predictable card.
Yeah.
Which means Vince is going to take the predictions and have every other person who wasn't supposed to win just to throw us for the loop and hopefully raise ratings.
I mean, maybe.
Now I kind of want to redo my entire predictions now because of that. But ladies and gentlemen, also answer those 2 questions down in the comment section. Will there be a cash in here at this Sunday's Money in the Bank? And if so, which briefcase holder will be the one who cashes in? Actually, let's add a 3rd one in there. Will if the cash in, will it be successful?
I have to respond with no. Because I'm saying that it's the men's cash in that's going to happen, and I'm going to say no, it's not going to be successful.
No, I'll say yes.
Okay.
So we're going to add that in there, ladies and gentlemen. Will they be successful as well? Other than that, Adam, you got anything else to have to say on this?
I've got nothing else to add today.
Except your face.
I'm trying to hide it as best as possible over here. That's why I'm way down in the corner.
No, you're not. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the show because you've been listening for, I don't even know how long. I got to bring up my...
About an hour and a half.
about an hour and a half. Go and give this video or podcast a thumbs up. You're clearly liking what you're listening to. While you're there, hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
And get bent.
Get bent.
And Adam.
Yes?
Your face looks like Yokozuna's butt.
Anyway, see you guys.